All right, guys, in a nutshell, this is what I make of the 2025 Green Bay Packers wide receiver room. We obviously have Christian Watson, who was the big time hopeful number one wide receiver that really never came to fruition for the Green Bay Packers. He's in his last year of his deal, but he's also hampered with an ACL injury, so he will be heading back to the team probably later in the season as the Green Bay Packers make a playoff run. My guess is they do not extend Christian Watson. Romeo Dobbs going into the last year of his deal as well. I think last year he kind of screwed himself when he walked off practice and had that little fiasco where he wasn't getting the ball enough or whatever. I think the Green Bay Packers let him walk after the end of this season. Hence why they drafted Matthew Golden and Savion Williams. Those two guys heading into their first year of a 4-year contract. So they have those two guys locked up for the next 4 years. Jayden Reed, going into his third season, had a great rookie season, I thought. Kind of was so-so last year. He kind of would disappear for games. I'm not sure if that's him, if it's a game plan or what. He's one guy that I think the Green Bay Packers probably extend, and they may extend him after this season, but he's going into the third year of his 4-year deal. So we got him for at least 2 more years with the possibility of the Packers extending him into the future. And my man, Dontavian Wicks, had a great end to his first year, then came out and was just dropping balls. I don't know what happened. I thought he was projecting himself to possibly be the Green Bay Packers' number one wide receiver. Of all the guys in the room, Dontavian Wicks has the most to gain because I believe he was right on the doorstep of becoming an elite wide receiver, or at least a top wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers. And now he's slid back to that 4th spot on the depth chart. At best, he's a 4th guy on the roster, on the wide receiver depth chart, but he still has a lot of talent. He runs great routes. At one time, we were saying he was running routes like Davante Adams. Remember that? He got himself open. Not sure what happened last year, but he's going into his 3rd year. Obviously, we have him locked up for 2 more years, but he's another guy. I think he really has to ball out for the Packers to give him an extension. So if I'm looking at it, Watson's going to be gone after this season. Dobbs gone after this season. Jayden Reed probably extended maybe after this season, or they let him play out and then extend him. I think he's the most likely candidate to get extended by the Packers. And then Dontavian Wicks, who knows? Maybe we extend him, but on a lower deal because he never really performed. He was like I think he was like a 5th round draft pick anyway. So he's the cheaper end. Maybe we extend him a little bit more. But that's what the Packers are looking at for the future going forward. They got Matthew Golden and Savion Williams for 4 years. They got Jayden Reed, and they got Dontavian Wicks for 2 more years. And then Dobbs and Watson after this year. Packers got to make a decision. But that's the Green Bay Packers wide receiver room. Let me know what you guys think.